Well, hello, Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We are going to delve into the energies involving a person from your past, okay? We're going to ask questions like what your person was thinking and feeling whenever this whole thing went by the wayside. We're going to look at how they might be feeling now, whether they might reach out, maybe you should reach out, you know, what to expect going forward between you and this person. And we're just going to get a whole vibe check on the whole thing. In the meantime, Saggy, if you've not subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will, okay? Join my family by doing so, okay? Certainly, you can book a personal reading with me to delve into specifics of your situation, whether it's about matters of the heart, money, job, career, and we also do just general love readings and general finance readings, okay? You can see all the information about that. Every bit of the directions are always going to be in the description box below my most recent video, okay? You know, you can't get any more additional information than what is there by emailing me. So, with that being said, that's what I would recommend that you do if you want to book a personal reading, okay? Would be honored to read for you, okay? And also, y'all, the likes and comments touch my heart that you guys put on my videos. Truly, truly touches my heart. And it helps me on YouTube. So, I appreciate that for a number of reasons, okay? So, okay, Sagittarius, without going any further along that rabbit trail, let's get back to the matter at hand, and that is the dynamic between you and this person. Let's go back to when it all took place, when the whole thing went by the wayside. What was in the thoughts of your person? What were they thinking? What was their thoughts about you? What were their opinions? Let's find out what caused this thing to go by the wayside, okay? And what their thoughts were at that moment, okay? At that time that the decision was made and the thing was done. All right. So, kind of interesting. All right, so we pulled the Six of Wands reverse, the Six of Cups, which certainly speaks to past energy. Two of Swords, Moon card, Five of Pentacles, Chariot card, Page of Swords reversed, Ace of Pentacles reversed, and the Nine of Wands in the upright. Okay, I'm already seeing a storyline here that's pretty clear, with the caveat that zodiac signs on the cards don't really affect anything. It's the messages behind the cards. I will give those. In the minors, you literally have every zodiac sign. The specific ones from the majors would be Pisces, Cancer, and Pisces, Cancer, okay? But you have literally every zodiac sign represented, which is why I don't get too hung up on the zodiac signs. It's the messages. And with that being said, let's talk this thing through. So, okay, I think your person stood on the fence about whether or not to bail for a little bit, okay, with the Six of Wands in reverse and the Six of Cups in the upright. There's emotion here, and I think there was some history here. Perhaps you even had children, or, you know, there was children involved in the dynamic in some way with this person, but there were obviously a lot of good times that you guys had together, and I think that's what caused this person to hesitate and really think about this for a little bit before they did, you know, before this thing did go by the wayside. All right, so some of the things that I'm seeing here. All right, so Two of Swords in the upright speaks to really combative communication. You know, perhaps there were, you know, situations that you guys just reached a stalemate, you know, viewpoints just cause that, situations that were just a total deal breaker kind of thing, or, you know, viewpoints that were just so out of alignment that it was just a total deal breaker, you know, in the whole thing with this Two of Swords here. This can also speak to somebody, you know, kind of ignoring some red flags with the blindfold here. And certainly there's uncertainty and secrets with the moon many times, okay? I don't know if there was deception per se, but we're probably going to clarify the moon card just a little bit more. But, you know, I do think your person in many ways looked at this thing and had a lot of fond memories. And in a lot of ways, there was a lot of admiration for you with this Chariot card. Okay, perhaps you were or are at a distance, or perhaps that period of time where they were really kind of contemplating everything in their mind, maybe they kept their distance. I think they really didn't tell you that they were contemplating this I think they were contemplating this whole decision about whether or not to end things for a long time before they spoke up about it, okay, with the Page of Swords in reverse. I think they just sat back. They were kind of stealth. They were really private with their thoughts, and they were really just thinking about this overall. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I think for some of you, what may have been the deal breaker had to do with one of a couple of things, okay? Hear me out on this Ace of Pentacles. And you got the Five of Pentacles in the upright, okay? So for some of you, this was a financial issue, and your person felt like you were keeping things from them or being a little bit deceptive regarding household finances or spending or something of that nature, something that affected that. It could also speak to family issues, but for most of you, the ones that I just talked to, it was a financial issue that your person, you know, really was worried about loss, potential loss, or something of that nature, okay? And so because of that, with the Ace of Pentacles reversed, the person really felt like your motives weren't altogether pure. I'm not saying they weren't. I'm saying this was in the mind of your person. And your person felt like that it was fighting a losing battle with this Nine of Wands here. Very overburdened about this for a hot minute before they even talked to you about it. I get that all day long. And they themselves kept that, you know, the moon can certainly speak to them, you know, holding their opinion back for a good long time, okay, or at least a period of time, okay? But for whatever reason, I think your person had a lot of regard for you in many ways, a lot of emotion for you. But at the end of the day, they felt like your motives weren't pure, Sagittarius. They felt like your motives weren't pure. I'm going to clarify this moon just a little bit to get a little more insight into that before we kind of go forward into more of the current energies, you know. But at this time, I think this was their whole thoughts that caused them to finally make the move, the Chariot card, to, and, you know, that can always, of course, involve a change of address or whatever, okay? Okay, so, you know, some of you, all right, and it's kind of interesting because you pulled the Queen of Wands in the upright, you pulled the King of Cups in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, okay? Some of you, they felt like you were distant and emotionally closed off, too. That might have been another thing. I'm getting that from the two of those cards together, and that you were so busy about making money that you really didn't have time to, you know, be emotional and kind of express your love for them. Some of them, you know, there was maturity issues here. I don't think that with the majority of you, with the Queen coming up in the upright and the King in the reverse. The Queen of Wands is a busy person, all about, you know, getting things done, very action-oriented, where the King of Cups in the reverse speaks to being emotionally closed off. So for some of you, this money issue and or family was so demanding of your energy in their minds that it made you kind of neglect them and made you become more emotionally closed off. And quite honestly, Sagittarius, I don't know if you realize this or not, because again, I don't think they really spoke their truth about a lot of the issue. But this Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. To me, they felt stuck, like they had almost hit rock bottom. I mean, maybe this financial thing in their mind or family or whatever was so draining in their mind and so hard, just almost impossible to overcome, that they didn't feel like you guys could conquer it together. And fighting for this connection to continue was like fighting a losing battle. And that's what I'm getting. I don't really get cheater energy and that they, you know, were necessarily bailing for the purpose of simply finding someone else. They may have done that. They may have gone to somebody immediately. I don't know, but I don't think that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I think your person had a lot of emotion for you. They looked back and they had a lot of memories, and that caused them to have a lot of hesitancy to even you know, cause this thing to end in the first place. But you know, with the Queen of Wands here in the upright, being the busy person, right? You know, Wands is fire energy. Once again, that's why I found that interesting, okay? But again, you know, you had pretty much every zodiac sign represented here. Okay, so with that being said, where are they on things now? What are their thoughts now? What do they think about you now? Right? Do they have emotion? Let's see what they think now. Have they had any changes of their mind, or what are their whole thoughts about you and this dynamic now? Let's take a look. Let's see, Sagittarius. Let's see. Well, they're very uncertain about it with the Moon card here. You know, you pulled some of the same cards. You got the Wheel of Fortune reverse and the Queen of Wands in the upright. Okay, you got the Sagittarius card. The Temperance card in the upright. Queen of Cups reversed. Two of Cups reversed. King of Cups reversed. Queen of Swords reversed. And the World reversed. Okay. So, you know, it's really interesting. I do think this person has high regard for you with the Sagittarius card coming up in the upright, okay? And again, you pull Pisces, Cancer, and you have pulled water, air, and fire once again, okay? But at any rate, all right, they still feel like you're very busy and focused on whatever it was that made them feel stuck and uncertain to begin with, okay? They still feel that way. They also feel like you're emotionally closed off, okay? And to the point that you're almost obsessed with whatever you're focusing your time on with the Queen of Cups in reverse like this, okay? And that you're actually neglecting, you know, not only did you, in their minds, neglect this dynamic between you two, but they feel like you neglected yourself even, Sagittarius, and maybe you did. You know, that certainly can speak to codependent energy. But they feel like you know, I pulled this King of Cups in reverse once again, along with this Queen of Wands in the upright. They feel like you're too busy for them, and you're almost neglecting yourself, and that you're emotionally closed off to them, and that it is not worth their time to even reach out. And they feel like that you are not even aware of this situation, and the fact that you are neglecting yourself, you're kind of ignoring some red flags, Queen of Swords in reverse. Maybe they think that you're neglecting yourself in whatever you're dealing with, that you're, you know, people are overstepping your boundaries, you're not speaking your truth. And, you know, I'm almost getting for a lot of you that this was family dynamic, and it could be work that they feel like you're being taken advantage of, and you refuse to do anything about it. That's, you know, and maybe they talked to you about it, maybe they didn't. You know, they think the world of you as far as having regard for you. I don't necessarily get that they have emotion per se, but I don't get that they're, you know, I think they think you don't have emotion, and because of this, they feel like the cycle is completed with the World in reverse, okay? That's what they think, right? And they think you are, you know, completely fine right where you are. But you know what? No, they do have emotion for you. Yeah, here we go. I've got this clarified everything. All right, you pulled the Death reverse, the Four of Wands. This is a strong soul connection, and the Nine of Pentacles. They feel like you are really focused on either this family or money dynamic, maybe job. You might be self-employed, okay, with this Nine of Pentacles to show up. They feel like you're doing well financially, but they feel like you are emotionally closed off to any sort to entertain any sort of connection with them. But they got emotion for you, and they don't really want to let go of that, or they're not letting go of that, okay? They're really not letting go of it with the Death reversed. And this is Scorpio and Fire and Earth. Again, you've pulled every single zodiac sign, but, you know, you've added to the mix, you have added your own sign as well as Scorpio. So might they reach out? Might they reach out? I think they're not motivated to because of this, but maybe they will. Maybe they will. Maybe they will, Sagittarius. Let's see. Maybe they will, Sagittarius. Let's find out. Let's delve into this a little bit more. Might they reach out, Sagittarius? Might they reach out to you? Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yep. It's not going to be soon, though, but I think they will. I sure do. You got the Knight of Cups here. You got the King of Swords, and you got the Seven of Pentacles, the card of divine timing, okay, with abundance here. Knight of Cups is the knight in shining armor. It's a love offer from your heart's true home. It's, you know, you've pulled the Four of Wands now and the Knight of Cups, both of which speak to a very strong soul connection, you know, soulmate type dynamic. And, you know, I believe in more than one soulmate, many soulmates in your life. This is definitely one. This is definitely one, Sagittarius, no doubt, who still cares about you. A lot of wisdom here, maturity, and they probably feel that way about you. But they're biding their time right now, hoping to see something different that changes their perception. That's what I get. And they're kind of sitting back and they feel like it's wise to kind of sit back and wait and just see where you might land on this whole thing, Sagittarius. So, what if you reached out, Sagittarius? What would happen? You know, sometimes trusting the process is good with that Seven of Pentacles, okay? Sometimes not. That's what they're doing. What if you reached out, Sagittarius, and tried to clear the air and try to make some changes or, you know, just talk this thing through and see if you guys can come past the stalemate and at least clear the air, maybe have some peaceful energy? Could there be a new start? What might happen? What might we expect if you reach out, Sagittarius? Let's delve into this thing a little bit more. All right. What if you were to reach out? What if you were to reach out? Let's find out. Pull the King of Swords again. Sun card and the Sun reversed and the Tower card. Okay, I think that this is a timing thing all day long. There is a lot of wisdom and intuition in letting this thing unfold organically. That's what I'm getting from these cards. Sun reversed and the Tower card and the King of Swords here. I think you would get cut out in a heartbeat because I think right now they don't think you've made any changes in your situation, okay? But I think they will eventually reach out. So what's the probable outcome going forward? What can my Saggy gang expect going forward? So my advice in that, if you're interested in this person, would be to work on you regardless, heal, and, you know, maybe see if what I said might or might not be true. Just go deep within and you know, see if, you know, just, you know, be honest with yourself. Look in the mirror. Okay, sometimes it's hard, right? And see if you need to make any changes within you and what needs to be done. You need to heal regardless, okay, of whether anything goes forward or not. Because if you guys both don't work on yourselves and you come back together without having done the work, okay, time does not heal wounds. Time plus work heals wounds. Time heals nothing, okay? So if you don't do the work and the shadow work and such that I talk about on my playlist, okay, when you come back together, it will end again. It has to. That is energetically what will happen. And it will probably hurt a lot worse the next time than the last time. That's just how that works, okay? That's the universe gently trying to get your attention to really fix things to begin with, okay? So don't let this one be a lesson, Sagittarius, okay? Don't let this one be a lesson. You can decide energetically whether you want this to be a lesson or whether you want it to work out, okay? That's called disrupting energy, which I talk about many times, okay? Outcomes are never set in stone, and that is why, okay? So, you know, it's kind of interesting. We've got the Queen of Swords here, the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Swords reversed, Devil reversed, Three of Pentacles here, and the Nine of Swords reversed, okay? You know what I see going forward, and I think it's going to be slow. I think some drama is going to clear. With the Devil in reverse, we've got the Eight of Swords. Somebody's going to get out of their head and come out of prison, in their own prison. The Devil reverse speaks to that too. Queen of Swords, there's going to be some light bulbs going off in somebody's mind, okay, about the whole thing. Emotion here, regardless. Three of Pentacles, people coming together cohesively and saying, come, let us work on this together. Let us see eye to eye. Let us talk this through. Let us work on things and see. And then the result of that is making progress. And then the Nine of Swords in reverse, certainly a positive card, speaks to healing, speaks to the light at the end of the tunnel, speak to optimism, okay? Speaks to coming out of, you know, sadness and feeling a lot more optimistic about the situation. So I do think there is going to be a change of events because I did predict that eventually this person will come forward. And I think that's the outcome, is I think you guys are going to be able to come to the table with equal give and take. Have a more optimistic outlook about the thing. A lot of wisdom and a lot of emotion here. And financial stability. Here came the King of Swords. Okay, the King of Pentacles here. Very stable and grounded, solid, okay, not going anywhere. Page of Pentacles, good news and financial nature coming in. There you go. You got two financial/family cards with good news, okay? A lot of maturing in that area. And the Empress card I just pulled, marriage, family, pregnancy card, okay? blending of families, motherhood, fatherhood, parenthood, okay? Nurturing to full potential. It is a marriage card going the distance, okay? So Sagittarius, you have to play your cards right. You have to know when to play what cards, okay? And right now, it's literally knowing when to hold them, knowing when to show them. Right now, I would hold my cards, work on yourself, okay? Because energetically, you have to kind of take your focus off of that person and put it on you. All right, stop checking their social media, you know, work through any anger, bitterness, you know, learn the lessons that you are, yes, there's always lessons. Nothing ever happens to you. Most people don't understand that, but it happens for you so that you can learn from it, okay? And sometimes it's just learning things about how our self-beliefs are and what we deserve and that sort of thing, okay? But it's all about shadow work, which is in my playlist called Shadow Work and Healing, okay? You know, that's what I would recommend that you do, is hold your hand, you know, your card hand, right? And hold your tongue for a minute and let this thing unfold. Hold your tongue, hold your actions, sit tight, and let this thing unfold on its own. You work on you and healing all your wounds and your shadow and all that kind of stuff. And I think there's a good chance that you will hear from this person and that you guys will have some success, long-term success going forward, Saggy. So I hope this has helped you guys. Thank you so much for watching my channel and for turning to me and trusting me to read for you. Certainly here on YouTube, and especially when you book a personal reading. Many, many blessings, Saggy gang. Thanks.